this class is actually a sequel from the outing we had. We went to the market to look at, went to the market space, physical market space, to look at children's clothing. And there are some questions we went with. Already we assume you know that the body measurement needed for children's clothing are the chest, the tummy waist area, the half length, shoulder, neck width, neck depth, the length of the garment you are making, and some other ones, but these are just but a few. And we looked at factors to consider when making children's garments. We touched colors, we touched the word comfort, right? We looked at fullness, we looked at challenged areas, that's getting the half length of the dress, when making a dress, the half length. We said the half length could make or mend the dress. It could make it look oversized or undersized. We looked at challenges we face when making these clothes, when mothers or owner of the children will say, make something that they can grow into, and thereby compromising fit. So we went to the market space to do some research, and we're going to be asking you questions now. The first question is the most common colors. What did you notice about the colors you saw? We'll be needing you to answer. You raise your hand. Please just sit down. We'll be needing you. So the most common color. What did you notice about the colors you saw first?
Okay, the most common color you saw was blue, pink, and red.
You saw blue, pink, and red, and you?
Yes, that's the same color I saw too.
At the market
Color, yeah.
Blue, pink, and red. Did we see any? We saw other colors.
Yes, so this was the most common.
And what did you notice about these common colors you saw?
Okay, I noticed about the pink, red, that they are mainly for girl child, then blue are for male child.
Okay. You notice that the pink and the red were for the female child, and the blue for the boy.
Yes.
It is not to say that you cannot use blue for the girl.
Yes.
Okay? It is not to say that we cannot even use pink for the boy child, but you have to be very careful about that pink for a boy child. Okay? Alright. Now, the one thing I would want to chip in is that when making children's clothes, the colors should be bright. Bright colors. You could go for white, but the challenge with white is the maintenance. Bearing in mind that the child is a child wearing it, and they are not usually bodily conscious as an adult will be. Okay? Now, we also talked about embellishments. So you're going to be telling us the most common different types of embellishments. All right. Beads. We saw beads on children's clothes. Roses on children's clothes. Buttons. Please, can we take it to one? Just signify by raising your hand and I'll pick you. Speak louder so we can hear you. Okay.
Chain embellishments.
Chain embellishments.
Lace up.
What?
Lace up. Lace up.
Lace up. That's eyelets and ropes.
Net can be used as an embellishment.
Okay.
Roses and stones.
Roses and stones. Who else has not talked?
Bead embellishment.
They use beads as embellishment. We were part of that discussion and we're not hearing from you. What did you see? You must have seen something. Okay. Alright, so there's a lot of things you can use as embellishment. It's not just bow ties, beads. Yes, they're very stones, gilters. All stones are under gilters. There are more. A lot you can use. Okay? And the use of belts. The use of belts. We find out that when making children's clothes, you might need to make it because you are making ready to wear. If you are making sew by measurement for individual, you can work with lesser ease allowance. But when you are making children, you are making clothes for the market space, you want to have bigger options on who and who cannot buy it, who and who will buy. So you make it with a little bit more ease. I could add up to 4-5 inch to the ease allowance so as to increase my buying people, that the options of people who will buy them. Now the next one we want to talk about is the most common type of finishing. You know, yes. Tight tension. What she means by tight tension is the overlock, commonly called weaving here, but tightly woven. And I usually would advise that you should use silk thread to do that weaving. That's a tight weaving, so that the tension is set to be tight. You use silk so that it will be silk threads are durable, more durable than polyester, to avoid weavers after a series of washing. What other? Can you speak out there? That's, I don't like it. That's tight tension. The use of bias is very common. The use of bias on children's wear are very common. What? Cremoline. They use cremoline a lot on to have the lettuce effect. That's you know what lettuce look like. So you use that cremoline to achieve. We also have fish lines. Those ones are tiny, seems to have gone out of vogue, but it's still there, quiet now. But we'll come back later. Because right now everybody is using cremoline. Please remember that when you are making children's clothes, comfort should be the watchword. We have different variations of children's clothes. We have their regular wear, we have their Sunday wear, then we have the celebrity wear, the ones they use for Christmas, birthdays, and stuff. So I don't know when they are the celebrants, okay? And the day-to-day wear, comfort is the watchword. Even their Sundays wear, please, as much as possible, children like comfort. Everybody should like comfort, but I think for them it is a must. So we have touched the use of bias. Do we have any other type of finishing that you notice?
Yes, flowers.
What?
Flowers.
Flowers as what?
As finishing, yes.
Can you explain that?
Yes. And maybe 2 to 3 clothes I saw like clothes that they use flowers to do their finishing. Flowers with designs, they use it as the finishing.
At the M line of the dress, they use it to finish the M lines as scallop. Okay? I would have called that designing, but that is your own interpretation. Okay, let's look at the most common common color of lining we saw.
We saw many colors of lining, but the most common they are white and black.
And that's because black and white are nature colors. They tend to blend into a lot of things. There's nothing wrong with using pink for pink, blue for blue, white for white, but availability sometimes they just go for nature colors. Alright. So when it comes to zip installation, it is not there is an age that you don't do zip for. Okay? And you might need to do button for safety purpose. But when looking at zip installation, in the course of our training, we know that we have 6 different types of zip installation. But we want to look at the most common type of zip installation you saw on children's clothing. Some people are not talking in this class, they were part of this excursion. But the use of invisible zip was very common. Alright, baby zip. Just make sure that it is the good quality one, good quality baby zip. Well, I think that's the most common. You don't gotta use buttons, and of course, closure buttons can be used as this. So, we're going to look at fabric combination. we've seen the most common colors. When you went to the market, the fabric types, we'll be doing a review on fabric type, fabric type, we'll do a review of fabric type. So I want to ask you, what are the most common materials that you saw? Alright, let's have the lady at the back. The use of satin and soft nets. Okay?
Also use of velvet.
They use velvet for children to wear a lot. Any other thing? Those are the most common ones you saw. Okay, I will only chip in that if I want to make clothes for children for their day-to-day wear, I will go for cotton. I'm telling you, people are really concentrating on making clothes for children, their celebrity wear, without knowing that you could make clothes for them for their day-to-day wear. Yes, I know we have the culture of going to the second-hand market to buy clothes for our children for the world knockabout, right? But I also know that there are some people who might be interested in buying comfortable wears for their children. If it's comfortable and the price is good, they buy it for their children. You must not buy second-hand for children to wear at home. Do you understand that? Okay, so we have seen all this, and I know that you are going to be using these informations you got when producing children's wear.